What we witnessed on October 13th wasn't just a test flight. It was a revolution in space travel. SpaceX not only launched the powerful Starship, but achieved an engineering marvel, catching the super heavy booster with the launch tower arms, a feat that was once the stuff of science fiction. Add to that Starship's flawless landing in the Indian Ocean, and you've got a mission that's changing the future of spaceflight as we know it. Let's start with the recovery of Booster 12. After it was safely caught by the launch tower arms, the booster was immediately secured and placed back on the launch mount. SpaceX drained the remaining propellants, and impressively, the quick disconnect mechanism was engaged without needing a team of technicians to manually inspect the booster first. This automated process is a massive leap forward in terms of efficiency and reliability. Elon Musk has long said that the Super Heavy booster is designed for rapid reflight within just 1 hour of liftoff. Imagine that. After the booster returns, which takes only 5 minutes, SpaceX will have 55 minutes to restack the Starship on top and refuel the booster, paving the way for back-to-back launches. By Monday morning, the flight termination system charges were safely disengaged, and preparations were underway to move the booster back to the build site. The following day, Booster 12 was lifted off the orbital launch mount, placed onto a transport stand, and began its journey home. When it arrived, SpaceX employees celebrated the recovery, a significant milestone in the company's ambitious plans. Once in the Mega Bay, Booster 12 underwent extensive post-flight inspections. These inspections are critical because they provide engineers with valuable data about how the booster handled the stress of launch, flight, and landing. The team will meticulously examine the structure and systems to identify any areas that need improvement, leading to future enhancements in booster design. Several of the engines on Booster 12 will be sent to SpaceX's McGregor test facility for further analysis and testing, including static fires. This step is essential because it allows SpaceX to evaluate how the engines performed in real-world conditions. Ground tests are crucial for validating performance, but post-flight tests can reveal the true effects of stress, wear, and tear over time. Factors like extreme heat, vibration, and pressure that the engines experience during actual missions. This data is key for improving the life, reliability, and reusability of future boosters. Now, despite the success of Starship Flight 5, there were still a few complications that SpaceX will need to address in future tests. For example, footage of the booster landing revealed a fire burning in the aft section of the booster near the quick disconnect ports. While it didn't interfere with the landing, it's something SpaceX engineers will need to investigate further. It's possible that residual propellant combined with high temperatures caused the fire, but for now, the exact cause remains unknown. Additionally, one of the aerodynamic surfaces, known as the Chinese, was torn off due to intense aerodynamic stresses during the booster's return. Even though this didn't lead to a catastrophic failure, it exposed some internal components, highlighting the need for further design improvements. Other issues, such as deformed engine nozzles caused by heat and stress, as well as a fire in the engine bay, also indicate that additional thermal protection and structural reinforcement will be necessary for future flights. Even the mighty launch tower arms showed visible bending when catching the booster. While this was expected due to the immense mass of the vehicle, the arms held strong and will likely be reinforced for future tests. Fortunately, minor surface scratches on the bumper pads where the booster slid during the catch are easily replaceable and don't pose any significant concerns. The launch pad itself stood up well against the immense forces of liftoff, thanks in part to the upgraded water deluge system, which helped mitigate the intense heat and flames. Ongoing repairs and inspections are currently underway, with welding teams working around the clock to ensure the pad is ready for Starship Flight 6, which is expected to take place in the next few weeks. Speaking of Flight 6, this next mission will feature Super Heavy Booster 13 and Starship 31. Both have already completed major pre-flight tests, with Booster 13 undergoing cryogenic proof testing and Starship 31 completing its static fire tests. Engineers are hard at work preparing for the next launch, targeting late November or early December for liftoff. Now, here's where things get even more exciting. SpaceX isn't just planning more suborbital tests. Once they've mastered the rapid reusability of the Super Heavy booster and Starship, the focus will shift to orbital missions, including some that will aim to reach the moon and beyond. Every test brings us closer to that reality. The Falcon Heavy's upper stage flawlessly deployed the 6,000-kilogram spacecraft, which made contact with ground control shortly after, confirming its health and the successful unfolding of its solar arrays. With these large panels extending over 100 feet, Europa Clipper began charging its batteries and setting course for Jupiter, where it's expected to arrive in April 2030. Equipped with 9 advanced scientific instruments, Europa Clipper will investigate the moon's magnetic field, ice movement, and even look for signs of water plumes that could provide a glimpse into the ocean's depths. With a $5.2 billion price tag, this mission is among NASA's most expensive, but it promises to deliver groundbreaking insights into one of the most enigmatic moons in the solar system. As we move into the next era of space exploration, missions like these, whether they are SpaceX's rapid advancements with Starship or NASA's pursuit of life on Europa, are setting the stage for humanity's future in space. The universe is vast, and with each new success, we get one step closer to exploring its farthest reaches. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe for more jaw-dropping space updates, and join us as we embark on a cosmic journey like never before.